So why is now a great time? I think it's a great time for several reasons. Let's not say several, but let's say a couple. Especially the fact that, now I'm speaking from a nursing standpoint, so let me speak towards the nurses. I think that this is a great time if you are a nurse or a nurse practitioner or physician assistant or MD to get into medical aesthetics, because a lot of people are feeling burned out. A lot of people are getting tired of dealing with insurance agencies, and a lot of people are trying to find alternate means of income without relying on insurance, right? Hospitals are overworking nurses. The patient load now is higher than it's ever been, but at the same time, you have to meet metrics. You have to, you know, patient care satisfaction is a big piece now. And it's like, geez, I got to satisfy the patient, and you want me to do all this charting, and you want me to do all this physical labor? That's a lot. You know what? I'm out of here. And they say that the average millennial new nurse, you should expect her to leave the bedside setting in 1 year. So it's real, and the shortage is only going to get worse. So they're thinking of other things to do. So now is a great time if you have that entrepreneurial spirit and you want to set your own goals. I know nurse practitioners who have concierge practices where people are paying cash for their services. I know nurses / nurse practitioners who have wellness centers, gyms, weight loss, IV therapy businesses. I think it's doable, although I don't think you're going to be super lucrative with just doing IVs. Let me be clear on that, okay? Because I know there's people out here that teach IV therapy, but I tell people I could tell you IV therapy in a nutshell. Honestly, I'm not knocking it. It is what it is. You're a nurse, you know how to start an IV, then it's not hard to start an IV therapy business. I got compound pharmacists and all that on board that I easily tell people if they want to go that route, I give them the information during the business builder class. Not a problem. That's the easy button. But a lot want to come into aesthetics. So what's so awesome for a nurse or a nurse practitioner? They don't really need to go to aesthetic school unless you really want to. You want to go to esthetician school for 9 months and pay $15,000. Be my guest. But I know for a fact that if you take great medical aesthetics training, that you're going to learn even more than that, because you're going to learn the medical level of skincare. Okay, so it's more to it. Remember, like if we think of a CNA knows what to do. The RN knows why you do it. And it's the same thing in skincare. I think RNs bring a great deal of expertise to the table because they understand why they're doing it. They understand the anatomy, physiology. They understand the cause and effect. They understand educating and preventative care. And I think this is something great that you can bring into this industry. Another reason why now is a great time to start your medical aesthetics practice is because if you don't, you might miss the boat. Okay, I said that before on a live, how the industry expects is still exponentially growing, and there's an 8% growth expectation just in the next 2 to 3 years. So do you want to be a part of that, or you want to get in at the end? When I think about it, I went to a talk not too long ago on Cool Sculpting, which is a great machine if you want to do body contour. If you want to add body contour into your practice, it's a great machine. It freezes the fat. The body pulls it out of the lymphatic system, and you get about 20% reduction of fat, right? And you could treat arms now. You could do under the chin. You could do stomach, bra line, back, thighs, all kind of parts. But Cool Sculpting has been out on the market. I had to think about it. I think maybe 8 or 9 years. So already look what's happening. Now you got competitors. Well, you had competitors back then, but not really in the freeze. But now you got M-Sculpt coming out. They're saying that we can also tighten your abs and have you lose about 19% of fat, right? I'm seeing Cryo Slim, people coming out with Cryo Slim. So my point is, there's more options coming in, and now is the time to jump on it before everyone is snatched up. It's like, remember when you had to drive to a nail salon? Now they're like in almost every shopping plaza, right? So you know the ones in the beginning are the ones who are getting it. Those are the ones who can now put the beautiful, extravagant nail salon with the chandeliers and all that stuff in it because they got skin in the game. They've been doing it for a long time. So you either catch the wave when it's growing, or you can get on this wave when it's kind of like, okay, everybody's kind of doing that. So now it's really hard and it's really more competitive. Okay, so just something to think about. Like when I thought of, like, I bring CoolSculpt, no shade to them, I love them, great machine. I'm not saying it's a bad machine, but for me, my personal opinion was, well, let me see how many people have it. So when I Googled it in my area, 1 million people came up. Not 1 million, but you get it, right? So I said, well, do I really want that machine, or I want this machine where only 3 people came up and it's new on the market? You get my point? So you want to get in while it's hot is what I tell people. And I think right now it's hot. It's interesting, and I mentioned this last night, like if I see dermatologists or if I see cosmetic or plastic surgeons, not all of them, but some of them will say, make sure you go to someone who is a board certified. Yeah, surgeon if you want surgery. I'm not saying I do surgery. I'm not knocking them either. So why y'all knocking other people that's getting in the game when most of the time at a lot of practices, who am I seeing doing the injections? Nurses. Nurses. Okay, the doctor's like, hi, how you doing? Yeah, you look good. Yeah, and the nurse is making that determination. So let's just keep it 100. Everyone knows this. I don't like when I see physicians knock nurses coming into a profession. Now, you should go to someone who is properly trained and is an expert at what they're doing. Hands down. Hands down. You better do your research on them, right? Is this first time you did it? Like, you know, you want to ask, okay? So I'm not saying that you know, I'm just saying that I don't like when they just try to just put shade on the whole thing when you know darn well that's who you hire to work in your practice. Okay, but that's me and my soapbox. Okay, because I know practices when you go, that's who's doing the injecting, that's who's doing the hydrofacials, that's who's doing the CoolSculpting. And the surgeon does surgery. That's awesome. That's a dynamic duo. So don't tell them to go somewhere where you're not present, or, you know, I don't know. Doesn't make sense. But I just think it's a great time for nurses or nurse practitioners to jump into this field. If you're not a nurse or nurse practitioner, as I have said before, and let's say you are an esthetician, I don't think you need to go to nursing school to own a medical spa. If you're coming in to be a business owner, then you're going to hire those nurses or nurse practitioners who can help you get this off of the ground. Maybe you should partner up with one of them. Okay, so, you know, different options you have here to kind of get this going. So just to let you know that. All right, I'm just sending my extra waves out to some very familiar people I see on here. So, but I just think it's a great time. But the main thing is to make sure you're trained up. So whether you're trying to do a lash business, body sculpting business, I know an NP who only does lasers in her practice, whether you want to do a wellness, and that's such a general term, so you got to be specific with that if you want to win. That's what I tell people. There's no one online saying I need a wellness business. Okay, it's not going to be a lot of Google search for that. So you got to be very specific in terms of what you're going to offer under this umbrella of wellness. Yeah, I'm keeping it 100 because I see people do that and I'm like, and then I see them suffer and I'm like, you should have had a focus where you're going with it. So I do think it is a great time, whether you want to do, you know what, I just want to do weight loss. It's a great time. Yeah, no time better than now. The time you take to invest another $35,000, 40 grand to go get a degree, I'm not saying don't get a degree. What I am saying is school does not teach you to be a business owner. That's a fact. And I'm a woman with a doctoral degree. Yes, I have a bachelor's, a master's, and a doctorate. None of those degree levels taught me how to be an entrepreneur. All they did was taught me how to be a worker for somebody else. So before you go get that 35 G's in a student loan or whatever have you, or borrow against your home or whatever it is, and your goal is to be the owner, then you need to take that 35 G's and find that somewhere else, whether it's your credit cards, whether it's your borrowing against your home, whether it's you hit the lottery, or whether it's you have silent investors or whatever it is. You take that money and you invest them growing your business. That's not, to me, that's how you do it. You know, but do know you have to make money. You have to spend money to make money, because a lot of people don't understand that. So I'll get people say, well, how much is the class? How much is the business builder class? And I say it's $1,500. And then some people feel sticker shock by it. I'm like, only $1,500? And I'm trying to teach you how to get into a six-figure business? Really? That shouldn't even be a question. So you have to be prepared. I spent a lot of money learning all forms of aesthetics. And about that. I'm so, you know, I'm gonna bring the dog up here, but I said I just need a breather. But when I don't bring my dog up here with me, you guys, that's what my dog does. So just know she is very shady. I guess she gets it from her mama. So any questions, let me know. The Med Spa Business Builder online course is launching on March 25th. It is now early bird registration. If you want the link to get that $250 off, including 45 minutes of personal coach time when you during or after the class, it's up to you, then you need to jump on the early bird registration. Outside of that, the class is $1,500. Let me tell you about this course. I call it getting your business off the ground in 45 days, because you got to pace yourself. Now, I taught this in a live format one day. Everyone said, oh my God, I need more time. Oh my God, I need more time. So it's a lot of information. So the beauty of this class is we're going to walk through this process together. It doesn't mean that we're waiting on you or you or you or you, but you're going to be giving the opportunity to take these steps to be successful. Open your business with a calendar with clients. A calendar with clients. You do not open the doors and wait. You can, but that's a very painful way to do it. So I'm going to talk to you about how to open it up with clients, how to build your brand, how to find your what's your niche, and put action to all these things. Let's find out about your business. I mean, we're going to go through all the steps of setting this up. Okay. Help you pick what services you're going to offer. I mean, you're going to offer what you want, but I'm going to give you my personal opinion. And I'm going to let you know from experience of myself and others that I know here in this industry, like, is that workable, or is that a waste of time, or will it take time to grow that, or what should I do out the gate to kind of make sure that the roof is still here and the lights are still on. So we're going to talk about all those things. It's going to be awesome. I believe right now there are 5 enrolled, so I'm very excited for March 25th. And again, they do it when they want. They're enrolled, but they don't have to join on March 25th. There's no, you better be here. There's no time clock on this. You could do it 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. And poor you're going to see me like this, talking through a lot of the lessons plans. You're going to get all these PowerPoint presentation on what, the who's, and you have lifetime access to the class in case you're like, I don't remember. Oh, that's right. And then as the class grows, more material will be added and you will always have access to it. Okay, so if you're thinking about consent forms, shopping lists, I can't think of other things, but it's going to be a lot of things loaded into this course. So I think it's going to be fun and you will be happy you did it. The only thing that's going to hold back the success from the course is going to be you and your implementation strategies. I can't guarantee that I'm going to open a successful spa for you. You're going to be told what to do, given the advice. It's up to you. You have to walk it through. You don't walk it through, you can't blame me. That's what I tell people. I'm not assuming that responsibility. But trust and believe, I'm going to tell you what you need to do to be successful. And if you're an honest person with yourself, then you say, you know what, Tasha's right. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Let me start this up again and let me get this right and go. So it's going to be awesome and fun. And I urge you, if you don't want to take part of it, that's fine. But definitely share this information with someone you think that will benefit it. It doesn't have to be a med spa. It could be a nail salon. It could be a I have someone doing it who is going into e-commerce. You know, it's up to you what you want to do, but my biggest thing is to get that pool of clients in before you open those doors, so that way you're launched off into success land and how to keep them coming and that sort of thing. So we'll talk about all that in this course. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to no longer teach it in a live format, because I'm telling you, it doesn't even make sense to do it in a live format. If it's a business builder, then we need to build this business, and you can't build a business in a day. So that's why it's an ongoing workshop. Every week I'll do 2 personal closed group live Q&A sessions with the enrollees. So that's your opportunity to ask questions. And if I get on that live and no one has a question, I'm gonna be sitting there like this. But you're gonna have a platform where you can put your questions in, and then I will address them during that time period. And then I'll pick little parts in the modules to kind of expand on. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be live. It's going to be fun. And that's it. So if you want to find more information on how you can click and get that early bird registration, you can go to my Facebook page where you can click sign up. Okay. And then you're going to get different emails that's going to have information on it. Or you can just DM me, whether we're on Facebook or whether we're on IG, and I can get you information about the Business Builder course. Live medical aesthetics training. Yes, I still do it. Just finished the class in Atlanta. Next class is going to be in Silver Spring, Maryland on March 30th, the weekend of March 30th. I'm teaching all about skin class, and the hands-on is hydrofacial and dermaplaning. Second day is microneedling and PRP. You're going to learn about how to do a PRP facial, better known as a vampire facial, and you will do some hair restoration, and you'll learn all about those services. Those are services that, you know, my hair restoration is $1,000 for each treatment. Vampire is $850 and up. Okay, so you make your money back. I'm not killing people. And the nice thing about my classes is I give you the opportunity to receive the treatment as well. So you can't beat that. Okay, all about skin class, you leave with skin products. Can't beat that. Okay, that's the hands-on on the microneedling and the vampire facial training. Then the PRP facial training. Say it like that. Even though I do pay my money to the company to use the word vampire facial, so I am an official vampire facial provider. Third class is Botox and fillers fundamentals. So, and we use Botox and we use Juvederm in terms of fillers. So that's an awesome class too. Morning time is all didactic and theory, and you leave with a nice booklet for your class. And again, shopping list is provided and consent forms for each of these courses. So when you offer it to your clients, and you do get a certificate of completion at the end of the class. So that's coming up. Next class is going to be in Atlanta, April 13th. If you're interested in one or any of them, you buy one class at regular price, you buy two, you get a discount, you buy three, you get an even heavier discount. You buy all 4 classes. The 4th class will be that MedSpa Business Builder online platform, and you save $1150 for all 4 classes. Right now, you'll save $1150 plus $250 because of the discount on the MedSpa Business Builder. If you're on IG, you can go ahead and click on the link in the bio. The link in the bio will take you to a Linktree page that has every link possible to get to me or get information from me, okay? Other than that, that's it. I like to keep it short. Meet me tomorrow. I'll throw the topic up. And thanks for joining, everybody. Bye.